Hi, this is Reese from CreataCRM, and this video is about customizing columns inside of Creator itself. It's a long overdue, this video. Last time we did it probably about 7 years ago of customizing columns. And a lot of people still, when they get into Creator itself, they've got add and remove columns because you have the ability to change your own views in some areas. And that is really important when you want to see certain fields in Creator. So I want to explain all the different views we have. So the first thing we'll just explain, we've got something called the CRM dashboards, or the basic ones with little cards to switch them. We don't customize these columns as of yet because we wanted the speed to be extremely simple and easy to use as well. So we did not choose to customize these columns as of yet. So the next level is that you've got, for example, dashboards, which is where we're going more into, and that's the second level. So for example, like the sales registry, you've got dashboards in here, and you can customize these columns by drag and dropping them like that. You can extend them. So this one has a few more extra features where you can extend them out. So there's a little, we know with this type of technology, there's a couple of little gremlins that we know about that we just have to beat up over time. But you can actually add the columns in here. So you have the ability to do a field chooser here and click on here, but because speed is important on these elements, we are going to be, this is like the video, this video itself is the 15th of September, so we are going to do some more interactive dashboard customizing columns that you can add the fields coming through. So that's coming in about 2 or 3 weeks. That helps out, but you can just drag and drop the columns really easily here, and to add an extra field, that gets a bit harder. We can do it for you, but that's a bit more tougher for you itself. But the real ones that are you can customize to your heart's content, I'll cover that really quickly, is, for example, if you went to the CRM drop down menu and you went to a company, these views are a bit more slower for us. They can be relatively 2 to 5 seconds depending on what you show. So we'll go through this video really quickly on what they can do. First thing you need to do is you have to right click on the column itself. So that's a very important thing to do. A lot of people, when we say right click, they're going everywhere, here, here, and here, and you just go no, on the actual column titles. And so it gives you about like 10 or 15 options, so we'll go through the key ones. For example, customizing our columns. You select here if you want to add or remove columns. So we're going to show you the list of fields, and there's a lot of them in here. So for example, we're going to go through and, for example, reckon you're going to say, look, I want to have the financial year to date. So you'll drag and hold the left button down. I'm not sure how Max will use it, but they will know what that means, the left button to Max. And you drag it anywhere you want to. So I'm going to leave it here and see where the arrows come into the split, and you're going to split those 2 columns there of the reckon financial year to date. You can do reckon total sales, so you can see some really cool information. The key thing is that more you add fields in here, it's going to stretch it out, and you're going to scroll a bar along here. That's fine. And you can move them across, but it's a little slower it's going to get with some of these calculated fields. We call them calculated fields because reckon total sales will calculate all the invoices in there, and so there's a lot of number crunching it's doing right there. So just know that. So we're going to go, we'll add price lists in here, and off it goes. So nice drag and drop capabilities here. So that is to customize the columns. Close that. Next one is right click. You've got hide columns. You can hide columns by just simply going, I don't like that. Right click, hide column. Simple as that. Right click, hide column. You can customize the columns by dragging and dropping it. So I can say, don't parent company, drag it out. It's going to put an X there. So relatively simple, but it works really well. Now, the other key things that really important is the searchability on this areas. So let's go to the dates one. So I'm going to drag it here just to display it better. So again, you can drag and drop anything. And again, these are slower views, but have a lot of power to it. And you can, again, note that you can export any view you see as you see in your eyes. You can export them into Excel by the export drop-down menu Excel. So there's we like this tool because it's got some cool stuff. It's just speed is not the funnest thing, but look, when you really want to get digested data and grabbing reports and stuff, this is where you want to be. So we're in a date field. So we're going to say, for example, let's do a report. Let's do something meaningful that a lot of people ask for. So I'm going to look at the CRM drop-down menu, and I'm going to go to the activities, and I want to do a report on all the activities for certain people. So I'm going to do a filter, choose admin. There you go, and apply that filter. Okay, so what I want to do is this actually grouped, this particular view is grouped into groupings. You can see here, day 24th of the 9th, it's got something, 16th of the 9th, it's got a date, it's grouping them here. So you can right click in the Customize columns, and you can go to Group Panel, and we can drag it and say, let's ungroup this for this particular example. You can group any fields, we'll show you how that's done. So we're going to do a report on this month. So we click on this little funnel here, just there on the columns, and if it's a date field, it's going to have the from and to, but if I have a text field like data types, it will calculate them and show all the options in here. So date fields, string fields all have different experiences when you click on the funnels. And we're going to start from, we're going to do a report from the 1st of September to today. So we're going to go back another year, 21st, and go from today. So give me a report of admin's activities for the whole year, and click on OK. Okay. So we've done that. That's simple. That's pretty cool. And it gives you the nice criteria here. Start on the 1st of the 9th of September 2020 to 2021. Again, you can export that out here, and you've got a beautiful export button of your all the activities for admin itself. So that helps you just do that. I'm going to show you the report, Excel spreadsheet report, but pretty much shows you exactly what happens on the columns here. So remember the second ago I said you can customize the column. So that means that you can customize the report nicely as well. So we can add extra fields in there. Nothing that I really want to do. A description, yeah, that'd be really nice. Not. It's going to have a lot of data in here, and so that Excel spreadsheet is going to have a lot of stuff in there as well. We're going to hide that in there. We do have a field in description called description plain text. That may be a better field. It's not on this column, but we can help you out with that. Okay, so that's the customized columns, and in filtering them out. Notice how in here, if you've got something here, it's got a filter, you need to click on here and clear. It's really important. Sorry to bring it up. So if I search for a company, a particular company called Bondi Group, I'm just going to search in here. See there's a field along here where you can search inside. So I can go Bondi, and that's a report on Bondi for admin itself, and see you've got filters along here telling you what's going on. And the thing that confuses people straight away is people always want this type of experience, but when you first walking into it, you have no idea. Why can't you search something inside of these views? You can't see it because you've got a filter on it, and we'll tell you there's a filter on. So you've got to reach your cursor over here and clear it, and it will wipe it out. That's pretty cool. So that is to the filter search for dates as well. Inside here is particular string searches for subjects. What else have we got? We've got footers in here, down here. So you tick on footer, and it does a calculation of it all the way down here. And you can do sums or max or minimal counts if there was a calculation in here. So for example, sum, hopefully this doesn't kill it. That's time. There you go. A lot of time, 14,000 hours. So you can do the footer side of the fence. Extra little things, you have search panel, which does a global search of everything in the view. So you can say Reese, and it will search all the fields in here and see anything that contains Reese in here. So that's a nice, like a Google search on the fields that you've got displayed. Not too many people use those, but that's nice. This is a show dialog box customize thing. It sucks. the developers who made that. Yeah, just why I explained, I don't know. You got a filter builder advanced. I'm not going to go there, but you can build your own heavy filters and if this, do this. So just a number of complex filters. I'm not going to go there because we just don't use it as much these days on there as well. So the other thing I talked about, we're going to group it. So now we talked about group, I'm going to group on activity types. I can right click on here and group by this column, and that will group that column into its areas like activity types in here. So you can go, here's the activities for appointment, call, email, and see where it's going with that. You can apply admin as the user, so you can do a nice report and say, what was he doing in the last month? So I'm going to, from the 1st of August to the today, 16th. And so we're going to have a report grouping by his activity types. What has he done last month? And there they are. And again, you can export that really nicely. So you can see this is quite powerful, and we can help you with adding extra columns in there connected to up the tree, you know, year-to dates and all this stuff. So nice stuff to help you out, but it's a nice little reporting tool that is nice and digestive. So see here, when it exports it out as exactly how you see it. It groups them up like an Excel spreadsheet of call type, meeting types, notes, and so forth. And you can put the customers in here, and that's a nice report just to help management of what people are doing inside of the CRM really quickly. So that is how you filter out and customize the columns for the list views for these views, and you can see them. They're usually in companies, contacts, sales leads, invoices, so you can play it around. Some views it doesn't have, and we for example, these we have more done what we call the Java side experience in here. You can customize, but it doesn't have as much features in there. We'll get to that, but we've kept those views in there because a lot of our experienced users love them, but we just know that it's slow work. So it's one of those things you can just walk around until you want some heavier reporting tools, and they're pretty cool. Hope that helps with the video. Shows you all the particular customized columns inside of Creator. Please give us a call if you have any questions. Thanks, bye.